That's how badly you need the wishes if you don't already have it in hand. So we're actually not going to play turn 1 visions. Now, you know, that might be greedy. Utopia Sprawl. So he's on a different deck. So we're going to draw the Wish, and then we're going to Serum Vision. Since he's not on an aggressive deck, from what I can tell, I'm interested in shocking for more colors. Probably Breeding Pool's the safest. So we'll go Breeding Pool, Shock. Serum, looking for another land. Any land works. Neither of these are lands. You could take the Sleight of Hand because it has a good chance to hit that land. You could just bottom both, because what would be best is just hitting a land. Just raw hit a land. Play the Caryatid, then we're in lieu, you know, in line for glittering. Stomping Ground. Okay. Witness getting back nothing. Okay. Some sort of green devotion build. That's the only reason I could see wanting to play Witness without getting back anything. Alright, there's the forest. Now, you know, the problem is we can't get basic island here. I do have to get a dual of some sort, either the steam vents or a white source. Let's go probably vents is fine. Because you do need white off the Caryatid. We got red here, we got blue here. So we're setting up here. We're setting up. Spawn Officer says this is the Tooth and Nail deck. It might very well be. He might have been the mono green dude I played, nuke me with Regal Force. Okay, well we just had to kill him before he does that. If he's like the Eldrazi deck in that he likes to go big, this is great. You guys think he has a weird pump spell? I don't think so. I think if he goes for the attack, I will block. Alright, Arbor Elf. Arbor Elf's great with Utopia Sprawl. Yes, I would like to pass the block test. Please, please, let's do it. Let's rumble. Rosa says, don't you have it with 2 Caryatids? What do you mean, combo? We can cast a Cerulean Wisp. Probably want to save 1. You only actually need 1 Ascendancy to go off here, Rosen. He wins if he gets Tooth. He doesn't have enough mana to do it yet, but yes. Alright. So we just drew the Ascendancy. If we draw land, we actually combo this turn. So I'm going to Cerulean Wisp the Caryatid. We drew Wind Zendikon. I'm going to do it one more time. Alright, Gitaxian Probe. So we win this turn potentially. Watch this. This is a turn 4 kill. It's not as good as a turn 3 kill. We'll Gitaxian Probe. This is going to untap the Caryatid. Then I can cast the Wind Zendikon. But first I'm going to bring back the Stitcher. And as you can see, the deck is very robust. Our deck's very robust. We do, you know what? Long hair don't care. If we were playing a fair deck, I would maybe care. I don't care. I'm going to combo you. That's the plan. That is the plan. Bring back the Stitcher. Stitcher's going to untap Steam Vents. Steam Vents is the best land for us to animate with the Wind Zendikon. Granted, this is turn 4. We played the Steam Vents, remember, last turn. So this is not newly controlled. To just double check on Moto, you can right-click your permanents. For example, you know... Alright, anyway, so let's Wind Zendikon the Steam Vents and start going crazy. We're going to tap those creatures. We're going to probably discard the extra Caryatid. And here's the Whispers. We can kind of go infinite in a couple turns here. You guys are going to really love that. It's really neat. It's really, really cool. So I'm going to Gitaxian Probe to net more mana. We're going to untap the creatures. We're going to loot. Probably don't need the second Ascendancy, although second Ascendancy on this board plus the Whispers is kind of infinite. I'm actually going to pitch maybe the Sleight of Hand. And now we ascend. Idyllic Tutor's not that great anymore because we already have the Wind Zendikon in hand, so this is probably what we're discarding. So let's play the second Ascendancy. So that's going to be like this. We'll float some mana on these two. This is going to be blue. We'll untap a source. Untap, discard. Like I said, we don't need the Idyllic. You could keep the planes. We do have a land drop this turn. And now we just need to get to enough mana to the Whisper of the Muse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we actually will make the land drop. And let's just start going off. So we're going to basically go... I mean, like, I can buy back the Whispers now. Isn't this neat? Now we get double triggers. Rosa says, man, I love this deck. Alright, so we untap. We're going to maybe float like so. Untap. We're going to do it again. Discard the worst card. We don't need the land drop anymore, and I actually prefer the Glittering Wish at this point. We'll get the buyback going, and we just keep doing this until he dies. You know, you could also Glitter Wish into some of the sideboard cards, but I think I'm just gonna, you know, keep going for the Whisper. Anytime you're able to buy this back, you just do it. You know, you guys don't really need too much of a primer for this deck. Just from watching me play it, you should be able to learn how to do it. So we untap and we float some more mana. Maybe you start tapping down the Arbor, but again, you know, we're not at risk of running out of gas because we've got the buyback spell. I only run 2 of this card. I'm only running 2. Say yes, pitch. Don't need that. Say yes. Don't even necessarily need a Cerulean Wisp anymore. Buyback spell. So I'm just going to keep buying this back until the board's lethal. Let's see. We have a Stitcher. We have a... okay, so I think if we start to tap down his blockers, we got him now. So we'll tap. Say yes. Float, float. Untap. Discard. Stitcher. That makes it a little easier. Another Stitcher will make it a lot easier. Don't need this. Get this back. Bring back the Stitch with a blue. Cancel. What do I want to do? I guess Glitter Wish. At this point, I'm just trying to get him dead, guys, so just give me 1 second. So we're going to tap down your other blocker. I'm going to untap my Breeding Pool. Untap both mana sources. And we got lethal. Untap. Discard. Discard. You could keep going, there's no reason to. Let's just finish him here. Anything else I do is just showing the opponent more information. That's just wrong. I guess just grab another Ascendancy because you don't want to show off all the spice. I'm sure he's aware that there's an Ascendancy in the Wishboard. So you can just let all this mana go and hit him in the air and on the ground. Say okay. Alright, get in there. That was good. Such beauty, says Pipe Bash. I mulled to 4 both games against Infinity, says Neku. Neku, I'm so sorry to hear that, friend. I'm sure you much would have rather had my opponent who's playing some sort of green devotion. Alright, let's sideboard. So, he doesn't really interact with us. The only thing he can really do is try to blow up some sort of naturalized effect on the Ascendancy. So let's just bring in the set of Swan Songs. That's really the only way he can interact. Maybe he's going to have some graveyard hate for the Stitchers, so we'll trim 1 Stitcher. We're going to trim 1 Whisper, even though it was very good there. This isn't really a match for Surgical. We're going to cut the Surgical. We could leave in the Noxious Revivals, because if he does naturalize the Ascendancy, Noxious does get back the Ascendancy, at least to try to combo the next turn. Peak is unnecessary. We're going to trim down a Peak. Actually, I actually just prefer the Whispers over the Peaks in this matchup. I really don't need the hand information. Let's run it back. Where is this list? I finally saw it and want to play it, says Neku. Here's my list, friend. You're welcome to play it, Neku. It's a lot of fun. I'm happy to share my deck list with you guys. I'm also happy to teach you guys how to play my deck list. I don't just give you a list. I'll teach you how to play it, too, if you want to play it. Can we somehow turn 2 win? No, but you can turn 3 win, Sarkir. The deck can turn 3 if you have exactly land drop, 2nd turn Caryatid, 3rd turn Ascendancy, you can win. We did a turn 4 kill there. Turn 4, this kill is more average for us. It's usually, like, the other way to turn 4 kill is Lumbering Falls plus one of the, Alright, let's do this. This hand's disgusting. Keep. This is a turn 3 kill potential. This is land drop, go, land drop Caryatid, land drop Ascendancy, play another land or Phyrexian spell, start going off. We also have protection potentially for the 2nd Ascendancy. He may very well naturalize the 1st Ascendancy, but this hand is just, you just can't ship this. This hand's just, it's got a lot of gas. It's got a lot of potential. Which says turn 2 with Birds. The problem with Birds is Birds just dies. If you're curious whether or not Birds dies, it just dies. If you've ever played with the deck Witch CV, I've actually originally built the Birds of Paradise version. It just dies. I'm not a huge fan of Bird of Paradise or Noble Hierarch in this deck because they just die. Like, it dies to every form of removal you could possibly imagine. Do we fetch Stomping? Yeah, you can get the Stomping. Well, no, you can't get Stomping. No, you can't get Stomping. We're going to need to use Sylvan Caryatid as the red source, actually, since we have Hallowed Fountain. Floodstrand can't get Stomping Ground. It can get Steam Vents. You could also, I mean... Actually, no, you get Breeding Pool, excuse me. Actually, you could also get Temple Garden. I'd prefer Breeding Pool. It's Breeding Pool here because we want to cast a Caryatid. Yeah, it's Breeding Pool. Because we can use that as a blue source, this will be our white source, and then Caryatid can tap as the red source. What's up, Blue Love Cave? Now, he's got a lot of mana here. He's got to go a lot faster this game. There's an E-Witness getting back a Windswept. Like, my opponent's just got to go a lot faster this game, you know? He's got to go a lot faster. Now, look at our clocks. How is my clock above his clock? I'm playing one of the slowest combos you could possibly imagine to play on Magic Online, and my clock's higher. What's going on here, guys? I mean, I did get some sleep. That helps. Let's just go Breeding Pool. You could go Temple Garden. Let's go Breeding Pool. What's going on here? Why is my clock higher? Look at this. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, we drew a Misty. We don't have to shock ourselves if we don't want to. The life points could very well matter depending on if he's getting a big silly thing out there next turn. I could just use the Misty for a basic island, but then we still have to shock ourselves on the fountain. We'll see if this opens up our options. So turn 2 Caryatid is huge for us. Pass it back. This enables the turn 3 kill potential. Next turn we go Fountain, Ascendancy. You can pop off the Whispers even without the buyback just to start the chain. It's okay. Rapid GD says he was AFK at the beginning of the match. Spawn, you're a little too far left. No, I was moving it over so I could show you guys the clock. Alright, Arbor Elf, lots of mana. What do you got? Prime Time? His best 6 is probably Primeval Titan. This also means he's tapping out and isn't going to have removal. Okay, so he's Primal Commanding? That's fine. I can still stick the Ascendancy. Go for it, man. It sucks that it's going to be on top, though. It sucks that that's my top deck, but you still just slam this Ascendancy. I don't really want him to know that we have another Ascendancy in hand. In order to play the Ascendancy, though, I do have to play the Fountain. So we'll shock. If he has removal for the Ascendancy, what, you know. Another thing you could do is just play Caryatid Pass. I imagine, you know, he's got 2 cards in hand, drawing to a 3rd card. Maybe he does have another Primal Command. Maybe he does have a Naturalize effect. But then again, we have a second Ascendancy, so maybe that's an okay commitment from us. Do you think Treasure Cruise will ever get unbanned? There's a Crows and Grip? Sure. I told you the first one was probably dead. And Crows and Grip, I can't Swan Song. I've really never seen Crows and Grip in Modern, but if that floats your boat, man. If that floats your boat. This is 8 mana, by the way. Or 6 mana, excuse me. Primal Command me again. Okay. This time for Witness. Maybe I'm just supposed to play the Caryatid, guys, if he just wants to keep bouncing lands. Maybe I was just supposed to play Caryatid that last turn, even. And then Swan Song, the Primal Command. It looks like he just wants to try to Primal Command the crap out of us. I think I have a change of plans. I think I'm changing my strategy here. Because we could just go off next turn, even. I think I'm just going to play the Caryatid. I'm going to change my strategy, guys. If that's what he wants to do, let's get this Swan Song in. Quicksilver says just do it. You're in a loop. Yeah, I mean, if that's what he wants to play to, we could still potentially go off next turn. Especially if our draw is good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, One Ball. Just play the second Caryatid. Greedily going for the Primal Command instead of the Crows and Grip. I am glad. I'm really glad. I think he should have gone for Crows and Grip basically, you know, is probably, other than Abrupt Decay, one of the best answers you could possibly have for, what's he going for? Bounce my land? Alright, so let's Swan Song this. You can have a bird. You can get a swan. Eesh. This is going to be close, guys. We have a land drop. I still try to go for it.